Hello my friends and welcome in to the Purple Penguin Craft Room. I'm Vicky. This week is Wood Biscuit Week. I'm super excited about it. We do all the things with wood biscuits. This project is going to be a flower wall hanger. How cute is that? With wood biscuits. I'm going to show you how I put mine together so that you can make your own. The complete supply list is going to be at the end of the video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps me out. And let's get started. Get started with our base. I think I want to go ahead, we're going to stain the outside first. This is from Walmart. Came in a 3-pack, I believe. But it is a frame. However, you can't pop out, it's a solid back. So whatever you put in it has to be inside of it. No big deal. We're going to be putting our biscuit flour inside, so it works out for us. We're going to start by the outside. We're going to stain with the Waverly Wax. Super easy. We're just going to take a damp baby cloth and wipe it on just as if it would stain. I do want to get the inside, and to do that I want to do a brush. We're going to use a paintbrush because I want to try and be careful not to get it on the inside portion in here. So I'm going to paint it on like it was just paint. Kind of do a light. I got the inside, now we're going to go back. We're going to take that damp baby cloth there, and we're going to do the outside. All right, so I did the inside, we did the outsides, we did the very outsides, and I did the back. Just kind of finish everything off. It's still a little damp, but that's okay. We'll keep trucking on. So I may get some off my hands a little bit. Okay, the inside, I kind of want to make my flowers pop a little bit. But I don't want to put white because I want to mix white in with my flowers. So we're going to use a gray. It's a granite gray. It's a matte finish. It's really, really light gray. So I really think it's going to help just kind of make my flowers kind of pop out a little bit. It's kind of what I'm hoping it does. So we're just going to hopefully try not to get any on the sides. Is the goal here, because obviously we can't take this back plate out, so we've got to paint. So get your brush as flat as you can up against the inside here, and just cross your fingers. Okay. I like that, and I actually did a really pretty good job, I will say, for myself, of not getting it on the inside there on the walls. And I like how this is going to definitely make the flower inside is going to make it pop. So I like that. We're going to set that off to the side. And we're going to now do our flowers. So we're using the wood biscuits. You get these at the hardware store. They do come in different sizes. If you can see, I'm using 2 different sizes. So the smaller ones are size 0, size number 0. And a little bit larger, size number 10. They kind of go in 10 increments. The 3 sizes I actually have total are 0, 10, and 20. Are the more common sizes that are typically used. They do come in other sizes as well. But we're just going to be using 4 of the 0 and 4 of the 10 for this project. But you can use, you know, if you have a different size frame, definitely you could use the bigger ones, or you could use, if you can find smaller ones, you know, they are at the hardware store, they are not at the craft stores, and they are called wood biscuits, or wood joining biscuits is what they're called. And that's what they're for, is actually cabinetry and so forth. And what it is you take your piece of wood. There is a tool that creates this half moon kind of cutout into your wood. And what you do is you put this into your wood, and then you put another piece of wood in the same thing with a moon shape cutout, and then they go up against each other, and you glue that together for a very strong hold, like in cabinets, furniture making. It's in place of doing nails or screws, that kind of thing, or just glue. This actually is in place of that, because it's actually glue and it's an extra, you know, an extra piece joining your pieces together. So they're not just two flat surfaces up against each other. It actually has a joint inside of it to kind of help hold it together as well. So it's complicated, but yeah, it's kind of cool in the way it works. If you've ever seen it done, it looks really cool. But I like to use them for crafting, and you know, why not? The only problem with them, with crafting, they are not by any means smooth or finished by any means. They're really rustic. They kind of have, some of them have like little imprints on them, depending on the brand and the different type you get. I actually kind of like that. If you don't, you can sand them down some, so they're not as kind of rough, but totally up to you, however you want to do it. We are going to be using, and normally I don't do this, but we are going to be using a pink, and this is, it's a rose pink. It's kind of a more of a, you know, pinky purple-ish kind of color. I kind of like it. I am not a pink person at all. If you've ever watched any of my videos, I really don't care for pink, but in this project, we're going to make it work. I'm going to make it work because it's not all about me. Some people, other than me, do like pink, the color pink, and I'm not doing this project just for me. I'm doing this for everybody. So this is my interpretation with pink. We're going to paint our petals here. I am going to paint the sides and the tops. We're not going to worry about the bottoms, because the bottom, we're going to actually be putting it in our frame. So I'm not going to be worrying about that. It's actually not a bad pink. Actually, it's not very bright. It's kind of muted. It is a little bit darker. I kind of like that. If I had to pick a pink, definitely like this pink. And another way you can tell that I don't use it very much, when I use my containers, this is what I use when I have a color that I don't use very often. When there is a color that I use a lot, obviously I use a bigger container. So that's definitely how you can tell. Also, if you've ever watched any of my videos, that's another indicator for you on that. The bigger the container, the more I use it. And we're going to paint all of them in this color. They are not going to stay this solid color. We're going to dress them up and do some other things too. Okay, now that we have the pink on the flowers, I want to kind of show you what the flower is going to look like. So when we put it in there, we're going to take the four larger ones, and then little skinny ones are going to go in between. There is going to be a gap in the middle, which is totally okay, because we have these little foam balls. It's a half a foam ball, is what it is. And that's going to be our center. Absolutely love how that's going to look. All right. Now I want to be, I want something special. I want it to be different. We're going to take some white. I'm going to take some white, and I want to take a kind of a messy kind of brush. This brush is not exactly my greatest brush, but what I want to do is kind of go heavier at the top and just kind of streak it so it comes down through the flower. So it's kind of going to fade through the flower here. So that kind of makes sense. So we want it thicker and then to go lighter. So it kind of so it's kind of a two-tone flower. It's kind of what I'm going for here. Kind of a two-toned. I want to be heavier in the middle. There, like that. So it's kind of an ombre kind of look, somewhat. There we go. I like how that looks. That is going to be great. And then we'll put our, and we're going to make our center yellow. We're going to do yellow in the center because I kind of like, I want a yellow center. So that white that we just did, that's the light buttermilk color that I've got. This is going to be, school bus, I believe. Yeah, school bus yellow is the yellow that we're going to use for our centerpiece here. And obviously, brush. And we are going to, obviously I don't have to paint the bottom. We're just going to paint around. You can use half wood beads or half wood, balls. That would probably be work out really good. I'm gonna do just a drop of black and kind of do some just a little bit of color difference here. I don't like mixing my colors because I have my containers. I don't want my containers to be mixed up here. I think we're going to do a little bit of black around the sides. Not quite sure if I like that way that looks. Now let's start assembly. Start putting those in our container here. So we're gonna put let's place our flowers in first. Put petals in here. Where's big petals and small petals? Just like that. So it's not quite centered. We're going to kind of center it a little bit. Move these over just a smidge. I'm looking at the gap around the outside here is where I'm looking for. Okay, that looks much better. We're going to use our tacky glue and to glue these down. They don't have to be right up against each other, actually. Because a little bit bigger of a gap in the middle is okay because we're putting that foam ball on top of it. See how that gray behind makes the pink kind of pop a little bit there, kind of like that. Okay. Next we're going to put our foam ball in there. That is super cute. Love how that looks. So this would look really cute in a trio. If you did like, if you did 3 of these in different colors, and you can do like I said, Walmart has these in 3s. So you can get 3. So you can actually do 3 of these and just do like stack on top of one on top, one on the bottom, or you could do 2 on each side. And you could just do all different colors. That would be really cute too. We're going to keep going with this. I got this wired ivy, and I really kind of wanted to use it. And I really kind of like, how does that look? I wanted some greenery in my project, and I really kind of like how that looks. So we're going to start down here in a corner, and we're just going to go with it. This I am going to use hot glue to help hold it down. It is wired, but it will kind of move around a little bit here. Give it a second. Attach. And I don't want it to be super flat either, so we're going to kind of like that. That up again. I believe I got this wired ivy. I believe is from Hobby Lobby. I believe. I believe I've seen it at Walmart too, also has a version of this. And my wire cutters, just cut this there. Put this last corner down. And down here. It would look really cute in like a bathroom. I like how that looks, right? Now, for a hanger, you can do any kind of thing you want. You could do an invisible hanger, do it on the back. I kind of like that. We're going to do a bead hanger. This is from the Dollar Tree. They sell, you know, the sections. I got this when it was, you know, the sections. And so I'm thinking we're just going to get my Dollar Tree twine. Cut a few of these off here. See if I can do this without my bead threader here. Remember, you want to keep even numbers when you do beads for hangers. So it's 3, 4. Let's see what 8 looks like. 5, 7, 8. So far, these are actually doing really well with getting up there. Pretty happy with that. So that's 8. It's kind of small. Let's go 10. See what 10 looks like. Is probably going to look a lot better. Yes, I like 10. So here, push those off to the side and just use 10 of them. What I'm going to do is just flip this guy over. Onto the back we go. We're just going to hot glue. Now notice I still have not cut. We're going to hot glue, but then for extra security, I always have some extra felt laying around. We're going to do some extra felt on this. Put this up towards the top. It's going to help hold that down. Now we're going to cut it. And just try and eyeball the same size here. You can measure. I don't typically. I just try and eyeball everything and hope for the best. All right, right, and that is our little project. You can put a bow on this if you want, but I think it looks kind of simple like that, and I like the greenery and all the things. You don't really necessarily have to do a bow, but you definitely could if you want. But that's our project for today. I love how that looks. Look how it sticks out. That is cool. All right, you guys, thank you for watching here at the Purple Penguin Craft Room. Definitely keep coming back and watch some more videos, and let your friends know where you saw me. Happy crafting.